All right, welcome today where we will be doing a question and answer.
This should be very interesting.
We have somebody behind the scenes that will be asking us questions and we have to answer them no matter what.
Yep.
So let's begin.
You gotta speak up loud too, Q.
All right. First three questions going to be little icebreakers.
Okay.
All right. First question is for the both of you. But whoever chooses to go, who wants to go first?
Ladies first.
All right. So, Reed, in what ways do you think y'all similar?
In what ways do I think we're similar?
Yeah.
Our political views.
Yeah.
Um,
This is gonna be a while for her to sit here and think of this.
no, not that. Sex.
Yes.
Your turn. That's all I got.
Wow. Our political views, our religious views, and
Oh,
our
yeah.
sexual views. Relationship views, gender role views.
Okay, he has more answers than I did.
Fair enough. Next question. In what ways do you believe y'all are different?
In what ways I believe we're different? Well, the things I like to do and the things you like to do are totally different.
Yeah. And yeah.
I like to stay home and you like to go out. The way we raise our kids are well, they were quite different. Um, you're the more quiet type, and I'm the loud one.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of at the moment.
All right. What I think is different about us, um, honestly, our likes, our dislikes. We've got, we don't really have a lot of similarities, other than a few. But she is, she says she's a loudmouth, but she's actually kind of quiet, reserved. She likes the more laid back stuff, kind of lounge around the house.
I'm the hot headed one.
That you are. She likes to lay around the house and relax here. Yes, I do like to go out and see different things, but
You're an adrenaline junkie.
I definitely am an
I'm the
adrenaline.
cautious one.
You gotta let me talk.
I also overspeak.
A lot.
Seems like you have way more of difference than similarities.
Well, I think that's what makes us unique, though. That's what makes it work.
Sometimes.
All right. Last question for the icebreaker. What was the most surprising thing you learned about him throughout the relationship?
The most surprising thing I learned about him throughout the relationship. How lackadaisical you really are. How can I explain it? You're kind of like a nonchalant attitude or the ignore it and it'll go away attitude. You just didn't strike me as that type. What about you?
One thing I didn't realize about you, when I first met you, you were kind of quiet, reserved. And then I learned that that was just a facade. She is a very loud, outspoken individual that she may be 4'11", but she thinks she's about 12 feet tall in the way she acts and the way she talks to people. Any comments?
I'll fight anybody. I don't care. Next.
All right. You have broken the ice. Y'all feel like you broken the ice a little bit? Y'all
Yeah.
A little bit.
feel like y'all can get a little more deeper?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so this is more thought provoking.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna start with you, Reed. What might your younger self think about y'all's relationship?
What would my younger self think about this relationship? Girl, that's gonna be a lot of work you gotta put into it. He's stubborn. He's hard-headed. He don't listen for shit. But he's 10 times better than the other crap he dealt with.
Big G. What might
What-
your younger self think about y'all's relationship?
Truthfully, my younger self would look at me and be like, "You finally got somebody that was better looking than anybody else. You've got the trophy wife." I dated some ugly people. I'm sorry.
And don't what?
Don't screw it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I've dated ugly people in the past.
So he's just with me for my looks, and when they fade, I'm dumped.
That's not true.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
You're 60 years old now and you look like you're 20. All right, she's 41.
And you're only 24.
Oh, damn.
Next.
How do you need or want to be shown love, and do him as a partner show you love enough?
How do I need to be shown love? And how does he do it?
And how, as a partner, should he show you love?
How
Does
should he show me
you
love?
love enough?
I see as feeling loved as being protected and provided for and stability.
And as a partner, does he show you
And as a partner, does he show me it?
show love enough?
Yes, he shows me it. I will have to say that. Do I feel like I get enough attention? Not all the time. But yeah, for the most part, I feel better than what it was in the beginning when we were younger. Now, when we were younger, nah. What about you?
You need to read the question again?
Yeah, let's hear this question again.
How do you need or want to be shown love? And as a partner, does she show you enough love?
Well, whether or not she shows me enough love is yes, she does. The way I need it, I just want somebody there that's going to listen to me, support me, and just be there if I need somebody to talk to. And
Stroke your ego.
yeah, I guess you could say that. But yeah, just I guess for me, it's not about needing to feel that security and like that. I just need to know that when we go to sleep, she's there. When I wake up next to her, she's there, and that I don't have the fear that she's never gonna be there. And maybe teach her how to put the cover down on the ice cooler when she's done getting ice.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do that. Oops. I'll get it in a minute.
Last question for the more thought-provoking. How essential is physical connection to you?
How essential is physical connection to me? Very essential.
Explain.
If I don't, how can I explain this without getting too graphic?
You have this is what the platform is for.
Pretty much, if I don't get it, I think something's wrong. I feel that he's not attracted to me or he's looking somewhere else. So if it goes for more than 2 days, I flip my bitch switch. It's like, what's going on? Why aren't you doing anything? Why aren't you touching me? Or if I catch him on a bad day and he's tired and he's like, not tonight or whatnot. Mm-mm.
So you have a more of a reassuring physical.
Yes.
Not that you don't. Not that he's not giving it to you. You just need that reassurance.
I just need that reassurance. Yes.
I actually have to say I'm kind of the same way. If it's been more than a day that we haven't had any physical contact, my brain's going, why not? Is she mad at me? Did I do something wrong? And every scenario in the book is running through my head. But that's just, I guess, the way we are. Physical contact is a huge part of our relationship.
We actually did a study this week.
Yeah.
Oh, bonus question. Do explain.
We did a study. We noticed that on the nights that we're intimate, the next day I'm good. The nights that we don't, I get bitchier and bitchier as the days go on.
So your endorphins levels is so high.
Yes.
And then it's like, okay, I really need round 2 again.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. There's definitely going to be more studies done.
So having studies guide y'all physical connection way better.
I think our physical connection, now that we're older, has gotten a lot more better than when it was when we were younger.
Yeah.
Maybe it be due to the fact that we don't have babies running around anymore, or the fact that the fear of getting pregnant again or anything like that. But it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I have to agree with that too. I mean,
so your answer is the same with hers?
Yeah, I would say that, our intimacy level in our day-to-day has gotten a lot better. That, we don't have the young children running around. Our kids are more self-sufficient, so we don't have to stop every 2 minutes and change a diaper
Or crying.
bottle or crying. And so, yeah, it's gotten a lot better over the years.
And I need to say that if anybody hears any rumbling on this video, my stomach's growling. Just to throw that in there. Okay, next.
Alright, so this is going to be somewhat of a heavy hitter. And through this question, you cannot have the same answer. If she has one, you gotta find another.
Okay.
Answer. Alright?
Okay.
If you could relive one night in your relationship, what night would you choose? And it can't be the wedding.
If I could relive one night.
Yes, any one night in your whole relationship. What night would you choose? Heavy hitter.
Oh my God. I'll let you field this one first because I can't think of anything.
Wow, that actually kind of hurts a little bit. So
The first thing that pops into my head, if I could relive one night, would be the first time we kissed. I think that was probably the best night. When they say, how you see on movies, when they kiss, you see fireworks and crap like that. That's legit how it was when me and him first ever kissed. We were friends first. We got to know each other. It was all platonic. And then just one night, it just happened. And I'd have to say that was probably one of the better nights.
I gave her a hug, picked her up, and
Burnt my rear end on the hood of his car.
but as I picked her up, I was looking at her and I was just giving her a hug. And I'm like, there's no time like the present. And I just leaned in and gave her a kiss. So, but that's a good answer.
What about you?
I was going to say probably one of the most memorable nights is, I think, the first night I ever cooked a meal for you.
Okay.
You weren't expecting anything. I'd come over. I decided to bring all the food over with me. Got into your kitchen, cooked you a nice meal, and well, the rest of it is not PG-13.
But this is not a PG-13 podcast. What meal did you cook?
Oh, I cooked. It was chicken with rotel and asiago and asparagus.
And then with that meal, did it lead to a greater physical connection?
I think that led to our first physical connection, other than the kiss.
Yeah. I have to say another good night was he was at work and I cooked him some food and I came in with nothing but a long coat on and lingerie underneath it and walked into his office, took my coat off and gave him his food and gave him his dessert at the same time.
Yep, that was a good.
Right on the conference table.
Yep.
So it looks like going forward, y'all need to explore these physical connections because throughout the whole show, as you explain more physical connections, y'all both was brightening up. And as y'all were reliving these moments, when y'all was more spicier back in the day, y'all should explore these.
Well, I think we were more spicy now than what we were back then.
So, with the heavy hitter question, and y'all have broken down a little bit, let's go back to one of the questions, the icebreakers, and see if we can change your answer. All right. What was the most surprising thing you learned about him throughout the relationship?
I'm not saying the first thing that popped in my head.
You have to. You have to.
He is the reason he's the reason why I figured out why people enjoy sex. He was not the first person I was with. I was married prior to that. But I never had an orgasm a day in my life. And then here he comes along and I rip the mattress. And I'm like, this is why people like it.
Big G, explain or do tell.
All right. So, with that being said, so I actually, when I first met her, she was quiet, laid back, like I said. The day that she came to my office, that was kind of an eye opener for me because I didn't expect any of that, and it was so spontaneous that I just never would have imagined her doing anything like that. That completely caught me off guard because she had to like leave her house with what she had on.
Hoping to God I didn't get pulled over the entire time.
Yeah.
I was like, either way, I might get out of a ticket. I don't know.
And then she drove to my office. Had to pray that nobody else was at my office that day. And
Everything aligned.
yeah, everything aligned that day, and it was just very spontaneous, and it was pretty good.
And one last plot twist.
Oh boy.
After you relived your favorite night of your relationship, what will your older self tell you about that night?
You mean what now? What would I've told myself then?
Yes.
It'd probably be the same thing that my younger self said before. Don't fuck it up.
No, it would have been, you didn't fuck it up. Congratulations, you stayed with it. How about you?
What would my younger self tell
No, what would
my
your
older self tell my younger self?
Yeah.
Why the hell I didn't ask him out when I met him a couple years prior?
Yeah, we actually had friends in common. We had met a couple of times.
Well, didn't meet, but
Yeah.
we ran into each other.
So y'all actually lived a Facebook story without the actual Facebook. Y'all had the mutual friends, met through the mutual friends, dated through the friends. Now y'all are a couple. And that's kind of the basis of Facebook.
Yeah, we had bumped into each other a couple of times throughout the years.
Yep.
I think the first time I met her was in 97,
No, I think it was
96.
95,
Yeah, 95.
96.
Yeah, 95, 96 was the first time I actually bumped into her.
Yeah, we were at a club and I was walking and my head was down. I was looking at something. Obviously wasn't a cell phone. Um, and next thing I know, I run into this guy and we both say, excuse me. And I look up at him like, who's this scrawny hee-haw fucker? And I just go about my merry way. I don't know what the hell he thought of me, but
Wow,
Uh,
y'all first met. I was 5 years old, so my younger self probably wouldn't know the.
But yeah, so we bumped into each other at the club, and then I came back up here to finish school. Then I went back down there, and then I actually lived 5 or 6 houses away from your best friend.
I used to go over there and see her, and lo and behold, he lived just right down the road from her,
Yeah.
and we were like 6 degrees of separation.
You know, I worked with one of your friend's sisters.
But we were always on the opposite side of the tracks, though. You hung out with all of the the
Firefighters,
upstanding people of the community, and mine were the not so upstanding people of the community.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else, or is that it?
And cut. Y'all completed the questions, part 1.
Okay, until next time.
See ya.